Turn now to the full forecast with Chief Meteorologist Lana Brophy.
Yeah, here at home we have quite some activity happening too.
Yes, we had gusty winds and now we've got strong thunderstorms. I have to show you the newest video coming out of Capitol Reef. Rangers just sent this to me where they had heavy rain. Look at that waterfall coming down here at Capitol Reef National Park. The area actually had a flash flood warning this afternoon for several hours. Incredible to see that. Grand Wash and Sulphur Creek also had water rushing through. Rangers tell me that they picked up more than 3/10 of water in under 10 minutes. That's what caused this waterfall. It's been raining on and off in the area throughout the evening, and so we'll see what that final total is. Thanks to Capitol Reef National Park for sharing always. You can see central Utah is where a bulk of our moisture's showing up, but we do have some lightning in and around the Wasatch Front starting to tap into Utah County. But let's start up north, because in North Logan we can see that lightning right there on the state line tracking east heading towards Bear Lake. So if you're around Bear Lake, eyes to the skies. This is going to roll on through 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. Heading a little further south now into Utah County, Provo and portions of I-15 impacted by gusty winds. Some rain and lightning noticeable out there. Look at that over the mountains. Castle Country and the Wasatch Plateau getting in on the action. South of Duchesne, we've got moisture. It's surging north. The moisture potential with the daytime heating allowed for this storm development. These storms are tracking east as we jump a little further south. Hanksville getting a little bit of a break, pulling away from Capitol Reef. Green River has echoes of moisture. Grand Staircase, Loa, Antimony, so near Bryce Canyon, and drying out for Richfield where they've been very active. What we're watching in the West Desert, these storms, if they track east, they could impact Delta and then eventually drift towards I-15 and perhaps the Wasatch Front. So we're not in the clear, forewarning you to keep your eyes to the skies. Utah Lake live view from Linden looks stormy. Last couple of days, the beach has been packed, but not today. Gusty winds with the chance of some storms popping up, definitely hanging out there for tonight. Flash flood potential was probable for Capitol Reef and the swell possible for eastern Utah and even Zion. That's going to shift as we head into tomorrow. Here's the setup. Our dome of high pressure has pushed slightly to the east, displaced by the cold front that weekend installed in central Utah. See that green? That's the influx of moisture. That's the cloud cover. That's why we're seeing storms. As we look at the ABC4 studios, we're still sitting at 95 degrees, breezy with plenty of clouds, mostly cloudy conditions holding steady. Temperatures in the 70s in Cache Valley. So you play this game with me. Find the areas where we've got storms. Logan, Price, Green River, Delta, those areas where we're seeing 70s and 80s while the rest of the state is in the 90s, triple digits in southern Utah. But those storms definitely knocking down temperatures. We saw it happen in Logan very quickly. 90s turning to 80s in Salt Lake. Sun officially sets at 8:56 with isolated to scattered thunderstorm activity. Futurecast walks us through what to expect because nocturnal activity is possible. Those storms on the move by 9 p.m. There we go. Salt Lake County, Utah County. There's potential. Also active in central Utah with cloud cover and over the Uintas. We'll watch as those storms become more isolated the later we get into the evening, but we don't rule it out. Nocturnal just after midnight, and then as we lose that heating, we dry out and quiet down. But the moisture comes back, and so does the potential for storms for your Wednesday by 5 p.m. West Desert, which means, yep, Salt Lake County is going to tap into that. We also see eastern Utah pretty active. By 8 p.m. tomorrow, Ogden to Provo has the potential of seeing those storms. The model really likes the Wasatch Front tomorrow night. That could linger into early Thursday morning. So after we get through storms, the heat wants to make a comeback, and as a result, a new excessive heat watch is in effect for lower Washington County. This is for Friday through Sunday, so the weekend brings back dangerous heat and triple-digit potential in northern Utah. Not for tomorrow, though. We're looking 90s. 95 is the average. We'll go above that. The chance of storms in northern Utah with those 90s. Triple digits in Moab, Bluff, and St. George. Let's look at the Washington County 7-day, shall we? As we take a look. Back to back, heat, heat, heat. We could get as hot as 112, which is why that excessive heat watch goes into effect. Pioneer Day on the 7-day. Woo! There's Wasatch Front. We're going to track through isolated storms tomorrow. Slight chance on Thursday. The heat returns on Friday. We could see triple digits building through the weekend. So we've already done that, and now we're bringing back storms. So we just want to remind you how we survived last weekend. You're probably going to have to do that again.
Rewind and then repeat. All right.
I said this yesterday, but I was in like 114 last week, so that's like nothing.
I mean, that's just like a cold snap for Mr. Mills.
Oh my gosh.
It kind of changes your perspective, I'm just saying.
It does.